Have you ever looked at a small AI stock trading for just a few dollars and wondered, what if this is the opportunity everyone is overlooking? Think about it. Many of today's biggest tech winners started as companies that almost nobody believed in. Most investors ignored them until it was too late. Now one name is starting to appear in more conversations. Veritone, ticker symbol VERI. Some investors believe this small AI company could surprise the market over the next few years. Others think it's simply another overhyped AI stock that will never live up to expectations. So who's right? More importantly, can Veritone actually reach $10, $20, or even higher? Today we're breaking it all down, not with hype, not with unrealistic promises, but by looking at what could actually drive this stock higher and what could stop it completely. So make sure you stay until the end because my final prediction may not be what you're expecting. First, let's understand what Veritone actually does. Unlike companies that build AI chatbots for consumers, Veritone focuses mainly on businesses and government organizations. Its AI platform helps customers analyze massive amounts of audio, video, and text data. Imagine thousands of hours of surveillance footage, millions of recorded conversations, or huge libraries of digital content. Instead of spending weeks searching manually, Veritone's AI can quickly identify faces, voices, keywords, and important information in minutes. That's a huge advantage for media companies, legal firms, law enforcement agencies, and large enterprises. And here's why that matters. Every year, businesses create more digital data than ever before. Managing all of that information without AI is becoming almost impossible. That's exactly where Veritone wants to become an industry leader. But here's the question. Is having good technology enough to make the stock explode? Not always. And that's where this story becomes much more interesting. Now here's where things start getting really interesting. If Veritone has solid AI technology, why isn't everyone buying the stock already? The answer is simple. The stock market doesn't reward potential forever. Eventually, investors want results. That's exactly where Veritone finds itself today. The company has developed AI solutions that are being used across multiple industries, but investors are waiting for something much bigger. Consistent revenue growth, stronger profitability, and clear proof that the business can generate long-term value. If those three things begin improving together, the market could start looking at Veritone very differently. And that's where the $10 price target enters the conversation. Personally, I think reaching $10 is possible over the long term, but only if the company continues executing well. Imagine Veritone announcing stronger quarterly earnings, adding major enterprise customers, signing government contracts, or showing faster adoption of its AI platform. Those kinds of developments could completely change investor sentiment. And here's something many people underestimate. Small cap stocks don't always move slowly. Sometimes they stay quiet for months, then suddenly jump 30, 40, or even 50% after one major announcement. That's why many experienced investors keep companies like Veritone on their watch list before the headlines arrive. But before you get too excited, there's another side to this story. Competition. Veritone isn't competing in a small market. It's competing in one of the fastest growing and most competitive industries in the world. Large technology companies have billions of dollars to invest in AI. New startups appear almost every month. That means Veritone must continue innovating if it wants to stay relevant. If revenue slows, if customers delay spending, or if management fails to execute, the stock could remain under pressure for much longer than investors expect. So yes, the opportunity is real, but so is the risk. And that's exactly what makes Veritone such an interesting company to watch. Because the next few earnings reports could tell us a lot about where this story is heading. So now comes the biggest question of all. Can Veritone actually reach 20? Personally, I think it's possible, but only under a very optimistic scenario. For VERI to reach that level, several things would need to happen at the same time. The company would need to deliver consistent revenue growth. It would need to move much closer to profitability. Its AI platform would have to attract more enterprise customers across different industries. And perhaps most importantly, investors would need to believe that Veritone is becoming a long-term AI leader instead of just another small software company. If all of that happens over the next few years, a move toward $20 becomes much easier to imagine. But if even one of those pieces falls apart, the journey could take much longer than many investors expect. That's why I see Veritone as a classic high-risk, high-reward investment. The upside could be impressive, but the downside cannot be ignored. If I were investing today, I wouldn't expect overnight riches. Instead, I'd keep watching every earnings report, every new partnership, every major customer announcement, and every update from management. Because in small cap investing, the biggest winners usually give investors plenty of reasons to quit before rewarding those who stay patient. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly where Veritone is today. A company sitting quietly while most investors focus on the biggest AI names. The next few years could determine whether VERI becomes one of the market's biggest comeback stories, or simply another forgotten AI stock. Only time will tell. Now I want to hear your opinion. Where do you think Veritone will be by the end of the next few years? Will VERI reach $10? Can it climb to 20? Or do you think it's still too risky? Leave your prediction in the comments below. I read as many comments as possible, and I genuinely love to know what you think. If you enjoyed this analysis and want more videos covering hidden AI stocks before they become mainstream, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.